Alright. So, the first thing we're going to do is switch over to main screen over here. I got a few things I got to deal with there. Did I actually screw this up? Yeah, I did. I'll have to talk to them later. I forgot to set this. Where is it? Nope, not that one. That one. Alright. So I gotta deal with eBay later. Again, eBay, I've not been doing very good, but we do got some quick news to talk about here. And that is, there's a diesel shortage. That can be a very, very big problem in the US economy. So, this could even affect my Ford stock. Not so much in the short term, but in the long term. So I really got to be paying attention to this. If prices go sky high, and on top of that, we run out, that's semi-trucks and trains stop. As you guys know, I used to be in the transportation industry, so I kind of know like how bad it would be if you literally have thousands and thousands of trucks not moving across America. I'm not somebody who wants to ring warning bells, but this is actually very concerning. And something I'm going to be talking to some friends of mine who are truckers to try to get an idea, like, is it already hitting the pumps? Biden, I'm not going to get political. Not going to get political. I don't like to get political on my YouTube channel. But I think Biden has really kind of fucked us. But that's my personal opinion. And it looks like nobody is watching. So nobody's going to have my political opinion. Sweet. Alright. Now that we got that part out of the way. Let's take a look at, close that, close this. So Ford, there we go. We hit the $13. I knew we were going to hit $13. I should have put some money on it because at $12.60, wherever it was, I could have, bought at $12.60, sold it at the 13. I knew we would hit 13. Was not quite expecting the drop though. That's a really heavy pullback. So I don't know why the market wanted to do that. But we can take a look here. I mean, we still have a really good upward trend. Today's earnings call that comes in later today, 4 p.m. My time, 5 p.m. New York. So I think we're going to break above 13 again today. I think earning call going into aftermarket could really push us up and over. Normally I don't trade in the afternoon. I am going to be near my computer to be ready to trade later in the afternoon when that earning call comes around. Just because, in case it goes bad. Because, I mean, it could. Sorry, I had to check something. It could. I guess you could also say I'm a little worried about the diesel price. Or the diesel situation. If they say anything about the diesel situation, it can definitely cause a lot of panic. So, taking into account the diesel situation, let's go over to the little watch screen. Market across the board, technology, communication, consumer. I mean, it's down. It's actually down quite a bit. Real estate is not really up or down, but as you guys know, I don't want to invest in it. The energy sector, oil, gas, is actually green. I guess in a crisis where prices are going to skyrocket, you know, the price of the oil that they already bought is not going to change drastically. So I guess that's going to be a win-win. And then utilities. It's, well, there's a lot of things where it's not showing any changes. Let's go ahead and hit a refresh on that. Yeah. So utilities is not looking all that sharp. So yeah. Across the board, things are not looking fantastic. I already did get the copy of this already. That's just kind of sitting in a different area of my computer. Don't really have anything that's popping up on this scanner. This is the one that's moving 10% above the 20. As you can see, the simple moving average. Not too many things are really popping on that. That one, I really don't like it. So nothing too interesting there. Over here, I mean, that was a pretty big jump, but you can see the candles kind of like all over the place, so we're just going to keep an eye on that. But 8.8 shares were traded. So, I mean, that can be good, but it's not in the right momentum area. This one, we do have one candle that's forming for today. It is in the 13-cent range, which means if it goes from 13 to 20, you're actually looking at a really high profit margin per share. So, you know, if you took a large share position, I mean, you're looking at an exponential high profit margin. At the same time, if it drops 3 cents, you're looking at a exponential lowering of your investment. So it had a lot of downward trend, a lot of pressure, a lot of heavy sales. I don't think I'm going to buy into that. But we'll keep an eye on it. 8 something million shares have been traded. And I'm just going to kind of like quickly go through this list here. And you'll see there's really nothing that's looking really kind of hot. Medical devices, BSX. Do we have that on our list over here? No. Where did it go? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Oh, there it is. I don't know. We'll kind of keep an eye on it. It's only up to 1 point. We'll say 1.8. It could be better. It could be a lot better. We could take a look at our, ideas yesterday. This is trading fairly well. It's trading below the double top. Did spike up pretty good above. So this one might do something. we'll just keep an eye on it. This is the new one. It didn't do anything really. It did go up a little bit from the day before. This is right here. It's a healthcare biotech. This one did a little bit yesterday, but I didn't catch any of that. As you guys know, it was a no trade day. Nothing else is really doing anything. BBB, maybe. You see it pulled back about halfway, going up on this. Traded flat, so it's gapping down a little bit from close. So we could see it meet back to where it closed yesterday and then break above. It could hit that same point and then break down, or at open it could just go straight down. So BBBY, there's going to be a few things to kind of keep an eye on for that one, because it could do a few different things. Just kind of have to see what the market is doing at the time. Let me get another cup of tea going. I love this little teapot. And so, quick little backstory. This teapot, my ex actually got it for me. Natalie. I haven't talked to her in a while. But that teapot was very, very thoughtful. I like to drink tea. High quality tea. So, I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on the market today. So, today might be a no trade day. Actually, let's take a look at this, the main screen. So, Ford at the second is showing some weakness. We got 2,900 shares, 600 shares on support. We got a few buys. Just looking down through this list over here, but they're all small. We can see 20,000, 400, 400, 5,000 without even scrolling down. So we can see, one, sales volume is slow, which can change as soon as the market opens. But there's definitely room for it to go down. So we'll put a stop loss for 100 at that point and that point. So that will bring my overall shares down to 200. And then if we could buy below, if it drops below that, the goal would be try to buy back in at 1230, 1220. People were stacking at 1220. But, you know, the closer we get to this point here, the more, you know, we would want to try to pick up. If we go below it, we really want to pick up. So it just depends on how the candle is forming, will depend on how aggressive we'll get into it. I am curious as to what a viewer's pick is doing. Holy crap. $2,800 volume there. So man, this stock is actually doing pretty good. I might go $100 on, or 100 shares on this one. Let's find a replacement for one of these. Let's replace one of these. FNHC, you have not been good at all. You're way below. So we'll put rum right where you are. So that way I can keep an eye on it. Rum actually has some decent level support. 18 here. And then it just wants to shoot straight up. Don't really see any point of stoppage until you really hit way at 12 or 11. So this can really take a run. That could be a very interesting find. Nobody is watching. I don't care. I don't care if anybody really watches. I do this because I enjoy it. And if somebody watches, great. Okay, I do got you on this screen. So yeah, we got rum right here. We got Ford over here. We got Caba. As you know, we did a few trades on that. Go to screen 2. So, yay! Somebody's watching. What's up, Dom? I didn't think anyone was actually in the room today. So we can see I got some profits sitting here, some losses. Comms, Caba, and BIVI. You know, those were trading kind of interesting for a few days. So I kind of did a little bit of a test purchase on those to see what would happen. Did not want to do that with my real money. So did that on my paper trade. Got 1,000 on my paper trade with Ford. Kind of wish I did that with my real account. As you can see, that's doing fairly well. But we'll take a look at this list here. Look. So last week I had several red days here. I lost a lot. Market just was not very good. And then on Thursday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take small trades, small losses, big profit, or small profit, small losses. So Thursday and Friday, I was doing trades in a very small amount. And doing that, I was able to, recover and get a green day. I don't care if you make $1. Sometimes just going green is good. So then going into Monday, I had another green day, smallest trades, so small loss, small profits. I pulled a profit. It actually was it's like $150. Yesterday was no trade day. Ford brought me in like $60 some odd, $60, $70 on a no trade. We just watched it, the climb that Ford did. Today is earnings call. At this point, it's kind of looking like a no trade. Although I might do a trade on RUM and I might do a trade on GovX, GOVX. although that's too close to government, and government has been screwing the people over. So, dun, 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 bad joke of the day. So may not be worth. I mean, just watch. I'll go in it and then get burned. Go back to the regular watch screen so you can see my ugly face. So it looks like BIVI might be making a little bit of profit for me on the paper trade account. Looks like it might be pulling ahead. Kaba, maybe. But that might be like a little bit of a longer term play. We'll see. Dom, honestly, doing paper trading is the best thing to do when you're trying to learn how to do it. So, a great way to do paper trade is right here on TradingView. Down here, here, I'll sign out real quick. Log out of paper trade. So, you'll get the stock screener, Pine editor, and oh, you can't see any of that. Oh, there we go. No, you can't. So, TradingView, I really like this site. So, down here you get stock, screener, Pine, yada, yada, yada. But there's this thing called trading panel. Click on that and scroll down to the where you see paper trading. Right here. It's by I never did well with Forex. I don't like it. Anyway, so you just set up a paper trade. Another way to do a really good paper trade, I think, honestly, is with Thinkorswim, because it is a real trading account, and they have something called on demand, where you could switch to a fake account. You could reset this. You can test different trading, tests or whatever on a real trading platform. I think on demand is fantastic. Ford we got some good green candles on Ford going towards open. That's nice. Got some support now. That's good. As I don't know if you were here, but I did put in some stop loss protections, because if it drops down this low, there's a good chance it will go lower, and then I'll try to buy back in. So for stocks, I use Finviz, honestly. So you can see I pay for the Elite. I really like Finviz. I think it's a very good, platform. I'll kind of go through some of the quick settings here in a little bit, but we're about to go into open. I guess I could explain this one real quick. This one. So over in descriptive, I want current volume to be over 500,000 shares. I don't want low share count. And then underneath technical, I'll make a change. I do that later. But we're going to take a look over here. CCL is taking off early. Was not really expecting that too much. As you can see, we need that to get above the double bottom here. So say 870. GovX is doing well offhand. I kind of want to see a bigger action on it. The run play is sitting a little bit on the lower side. PXS gapped way up. We're just gonna kind of sit. Let's do change from, so this is the change I like to do at open. So change from open. Let's go ahead and change it to 3%. So that's going to filter everything out. And now we can just quickly look down through this list and see what's moving since it opened. And there we go. Let's take a look at that on the big screen. So it's gone. It's gone. So it hit really quick. It's back. RNAZ. It's probably going to go again because you can just see here. If it can get together, it can do good. Volume is good. The volume is pretty good, actually. Sometimes actually just waiting and letting the first 5 or 10 minutes of the market just to go by before you jump in, especially if things are not moving well, is a good idea. Rum is doing well at open. You know, we're gonna go ahead and put rum for the last few days. I mean, let's take a look at that. Last 2 days is doing quite well. So this is a stock that a viewer had actually pointed out. So I want to get, there we go. Of course it drops. So and then we'll do a stop loss at 94. So that would be there. I think that's reasonably safe. And I'll just slowly work this stop loss up. Again, we're gonna do small, maybe not so small. Okay, the rum is actually really starting to look good. I'm already up $12. Alright, we took out that stop loss because I'm going to be watching it. Holy crap, Ford took a dive. We'll take a look at Ford here real quick. So Ford almost hit my stop losses. Wow, that was a heavy drop. So one thing I will say, when you're trading stocks, pick a few that you like, and then trade those a lot. Ford is one of the stocks that I trade a lot. GM I'm looking at to trade. It seems to be semi-predictable. I want to wait until this goes on a downward, have a downward day. You know, if you got down in on it over here, I mean, beautiful profit margin. I'll wait until a down day on GM. Ford is still doing pretty good. Rum kind of went down a little bit. $7 in the hole. But it still has a upward-ish trend. I don't think it's reversed. I don't know why I pulled back to take a look at that, but I did. We'll just keep an eye on that. CCL is taking off. So they were trying to push it down, but that failed. It's easy to borrow, so we can actually short this. It's Carnival. So there could be people trying to short it right now, and that could actually cause the price to skyrocket. No news on it. BBY is doing well. It's getting back up to where it closed yesterday. Okay, the shorts seem like they're coming in now. Or did. Now, because this is shortable, this can reverse relatively quick. If it's not going the direction that they want it to, we could see a sharp upswing, like sharp. But it looks like it's going the way that they want it. Because when you short it, you gotta get those shares back. Yeah, I was actually just talking about that at the very beginning of my stream. Not about the silver part, but right here at my desk, I do have a 10-ounce silver bar. So, you know, I definitely believe in silver. And if you know silver, it has a certain ring to it. Some people know that ring quite well. Let's go back over to the watch screens. SLS is pulling something. Rum is kind of keeping an upward trend on the 5-minute chart. Ford is finally doing something again. Ford, I think we're going to see $13 again. We did break 13 yesterday. We got a earnings call today. GM had a really good earnings call. So I'm expecting a good earnings call with Ford. Alright, let's change this to 5% up. And let's look through the list. Pharmaceutical. Oil and energy, gas. So there's a diesel shortage. So that could be a very good play. Communications. Oh, we saw that stock a couple days ago. Comms. Let's take a look at the map. Get a good refresh on it. Healthcare is doing reasonably well. Financial. So technology, communication, consumer. Like internet, retail. Maybe want to watch for those. I'm feeling actually a little bearish today. My Ford stock is not doing great. Not yet. That could change. Market up on the Dow, down on NASDAQ and 500. Not surprised. That went up 1.50 cents. So there's good profits on both of these right now. But the volume is quite low. I don't know if I want to trade that. So Carnival is going down. Kind of sucks because Carnival was doing quite well. SLS is poking its head. Rum, you're not performing. Well, let's go to the Rum on the big screen real quick. I'm 21 in the hole. So sometimes when a stock goes negative, it wants to fill the gap. So you can see here actually that would be a good example because that's going the opposite direction. But just on most times it wants to fill gap. So we'll set stop loss right here. If it drops to 98, we're done. I'll move it down one more. It looks like some support is coming in, but people are just not wanting to buy it. Actually, no, I'll move it back. I need to hold firm at the 99. So it might hit the get close to the $9 and then bounce back up. I mean, it could. I mean, there's some resistance, but just need to get a good set of buyers coming in. SLS made a new high. Let's take a look at the volume. The volume is... So here, if you're trying to take a good position, the volume is just, it's small. And I don't want to hold SLS. So this is a momentum trade or a volume trade only for me. And it doesn't have the volume. Today's volume is 117,000 shares. So even though it has this good upswing, I can only do like 100. But if somebody comes in and sells 20,000 shares, it's going to tank all the way down very, very, very quickly. That's the reason why I don't like them. Let's take a look at Ford again. Has some support and a bit of resistance. Unfortunately, more resistance than support. Carnival seems like it might be on the repair. Possibly. It's starting to break above the short. So when you're behind this right here, I consider that to be like under the water. We're trading above it. Not really above it, but at it. Kind of like here, you know, so you see quite a few shares were traded, and then once it started to get momentum up, it can climb quickly. It's when it gets to the upside or the upset of this is where it can drop back down to where it gets to the next part where people really feel confident with it again. So we're above it now. So went in on Carnival. Alright, Carnival. Give me a ticket to Uptown. A lot of resistance now. New bubble starting to form somewhat here, so it could break down to down here. If it does, it could sink quite quickly. We really need to try to get up to past the 91.92, and we can start to break above in this clear water. I don't know if that makes sense, but see, we're starting to break above it. If we keep moving up into the clear water, we can see a rapid climb. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. I bought a share in rum. See? But I'm down $12, dude. But it's looking good. It actually is looking good. I'm looking at Carnival right now. Carnival is looking semi-decent. You know, we could climb up quite a bit, but I'm taking a small position. If we can't keep getting above, it's going to get top heavy. We got a lot of support. Looks like we keep breaking above. We need to keep doing that because if it slows down, it's going to get top heavy. See, we're breaking above. I'm not in for a lot of money. I'm just 100 shares, so it's not really going to make a big difference. I'm still doing small trades, small wins, small losses. As I was saying last week, was really kind of bad trading wise. So I'll take small wins. We'll go ahead and lock in profit at 91 just in case it drops. I don't think it's going to drop that low. But if it does, it could go top heavy. Okay, it might be dropping that low. Rum is... Nope, just hit my stop loss. And there it goes. It's top heavy. I made $1! Yay, dollar. Time to go to the strip club. I got a little close to my stop loss. But, I mean, it's gapped up pretty good. It's just, I feel like if it goes negative, it could fill the gap and go all the way down, you know, to the 8.5 again. To fill the gap. Oh no, I'm gonna throw all my tea. Yeah, definitely make the dollar rain. You know, it doesn't matter if you make $1 million or $1 on the stock market. If you can make that dollar, you can make that $1 million. It's kind of like one of those things. It doesn't matter if you miss by an inch or by a mile. You still freaking missed. And it doesn't matter if you win by a foot or by a mile. You still won. And I really believe the stock market is a true embodiment of that. Because if you are correct in what you're thinking, then all you have to do is take in more shares to make that profit that you want. In the same aspect, if you're wrong, and you know you're wrong more than you are right, then you're always going to be a loser. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you're ahead by $1. Just be ahead more than you're behind. And right now I'm behind because rum is not doing what I was hoping it would do, but oh well. Ford behind $44, but that's because it opened short. Sitting almost, I guess you could say, at a multiple support zone. Here, over in here, now here. And even here you see it's kind of a multiple support area. So that could be a good thing. But earnings call is today. Oh, Rumble's going up. About to be back at my neutral or zero profit margin. Sweet. Well, if you only need it to go to 11, it did that at precisely 5:10 my time today, or 6:10 New York time. It hit a high of 11.4, 2.8. 100 shares were traded at that time, and then it went all the way back down. So if you were able to sell some shares there and then got back in down here, I mean, hell, you're making a lot of profit today. And this is actually the reason why I bought. So we see a little bit more resistance stacking up here, but even from here, there's not really anything stopping it until the 51. And then if we scroll up, there's a lot of people stacking up. Like right there, 10.5 or 11.5. So 16 there. I mean, there's it can really kind of take off if it is given enough room, but that is yet to be seen. What other positions? I'm not in that one anymore. Still at $1. Acor, I'm down $10 today on it. 109 in total. This was a mistake. I'm hoping we get a good gap up so I can get out from underneath it, but I'm not going to overly worry about that yet. Ford, you need to get your act together. So, yeah, today looks like it's going to be a red day. Not look like, it's definitely going to be a red day. So today, is looking very ADT. Since nothing else is really working, let's just take a look at some stuff. ADT, wow. I might put this on my watch list a little bit because it's not really making a new lower low. Each new low is higher than before. Not here to here, but from here, from even several months ago, it keeps climbing up each new low. So this might be the low for this area. Well, I think it's actually still predictable. If I see this break at or above there, here's your low, then this is your next low. Your next low is still higher. That was sharply rejected. Like here, it was, rejected, pulled back a little bit, but then skyrocket. Here, it was really sharply rejected straight up to here. then the pullback, rejected. Here's the pullback. It could dip down, say 820, or maybe more 830. Yeah, 820 to 830 might pull back, and then it could be rejected. If it breaks above the 61, it could be on its way to go back up. ADT might have some room to go. This one not as predictable. I don't see any really sharp patterns, except when it got close to this point, that could have been a good buy-in point, you know, and I probably would have sold it, you know, here, you know, just cap that quick dollar something profit. Going into the next day, that looks like it was pretty bullish the entire day. I might have got back in on this day, sold it again on this day. I don't know. It's really hard to say what you would do after the fact when you can see what it did and then be honest. It is easy to borrow, so it's easy to short. Where did you buy in at on this one? Dollar for change. We'll put that one down here. EPIX. So it's on the downward pull now. I wish I kind of got into it here, because I would have been selling it right now. I might have bought, you know, 1,000 shares or something. I don't know. CCL is starting to go. There we go. I don't know. So you must have bought in at 8, so that was down over here, and then you sold at the 10, so that was over here. So you had it for a few days, and so you sold this craziness. You know, I probably would have sold it at about the same place. If you took it all the way up and then sold it over here, I mean, one, that was a good sell because it tanked, but I probably would have sold it when it hit, you know, up in this area, honestly. Especially if it started to tank down and then it crossed over here, I would definitely have sold 100%. So I would have had a stop loss at $11.99. Volume is just pitiful today. So taking a look at the watch screens. In general, things are just not looking fantastic. I'm feeling bearish. SP 500 is down 19 points. NASDAQ 172. Dow's up 84. That's pulling back. But we can see here it could be going back on an upward swing. Rum is sitting right at my stop loss, but starting to maybe start to make a move back up. SLS is still doing well, but just really bad volume, so I'm not going to mess with that. Carnival is pulling. Baby is pulling a little bit. Ford is kind of. QCS. You may want to be looking at Ford. Today's earnings call, and I think Ford is going to have a good earning because GM did. So GM had a good earning call here. Revenue was down 196 mil from estimated, but honestly, that's a 0.5%. So, or even less than 0.5%. They still had that. That's not bad. But their surprise on the earnings was almost 20% higher. So, and we can see what that did for Chevy. I mean, they got a quick 4% yesterday to today. But it was being suspected that they were going to have a good earnings call 2 days before, so 12.5%, give or take. So I really think Ford is going to follow the same deal. So their operating has been a little bit higher. So last quarter they had a surprise of 10%. So yeah, I'm really feeling like, so even though this was lower, this was higher. They estimated a little bit higher, so it could come in just a little bit lower, but still good. And then here, they were a lot higher here. They were estimating lower, so I still think a earning is going to be good. Nice. If you got in at $6, yeah. I got in at 6 and lower. But I've been buying and sell Ford quite a few times now. So that's why my average is quite high, because I buy and sell it. Ford is just one of those stocks that I trade often. But yeah, Ford is looking. They were paying more in dividends. I don't really have it for dividends purposes, but Yeah. I'll cancel. So yeah, Ford I think is gonna do good. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I wish I sold my stock, my Ford stock when it hit that. I didn't. I wrote it back down. Because man, it did hit a high of 25. I sold some, I think, when it gapped down at the 18. I still made a hell of profit though. And then I had sold out when it hit like the $17. And then I bought back in, you know, down near the bottom. As you can see here, my average price is 11.9. I was explaining this before. I bought in over before this hump here. I got a little high on one share. Should have sold it. I didn't. I was thinking it was going to go up further. It didn't. But then over on this side, you know, when it dropped, you know, down to these lows here is where I really started to buy in, which brought my overall average way down. Ah, sweet. So we're finally going green again today. Fantastic. So, that's just kind of where I'm at with Ford. But honestly, nothing is looking, well, hello there. That is looking good. So it has a decent starting upswing. EQOS. I'm going to put that on my list here. Oh, actually, talking about that, let's run through this list real quick. Cook. No. You not working. I mean, it had a decent uptrend, but it seems like it's slowing down. I didn't see it on my list. ID. EX. Nope. I got those up on there. That one. Alright, I got the other ones on my list right now, and they're not doing anything. So, SLS is frick. I just wish the volume was better. Oh, it is slightly better. In the last 5 minutes, 70,000 shares. Not where I wanted to be, but and that one might be getting ready to do a run. EPIX. It's trading sideways. That's a really good like flagpole style setup. It didn't really pull back all that much, so I mean, could be making a setup to make a good run, possibly. But people are feeling a little bullish. I mean, things are starting to move up on the NASDAQ and the SP 500. I don't know. Ooh. QCS. Your stock. I'm back in profit. And right when I look at it. So whenever I look at the stock, it seems like it goes down. So you would think I would start shorting things. But of course I don't. Ay, ay, ay. Well, the 5-minute chart still looks good. I wonder what Peggy's doing. I traded Peggy last week. It's not doing anything. You can see here, Peggy was doing really good in the first stage, and then it just kind of... Peggy became a Karen. They want to make every person's day bad. Women in my life, I don't know what it is. It never seems to work out for me. Rum still... I mean, it pulled back, but on the 5-minute chart, you see it's still an upward trend right here. Volume looks decent. The volume actually could be a little scary though, because a lot of volume came in, probably because people were selling. But I mean, it's still trading higher. And I'm in here all by myself. X. GGE might be making a small move, but the volume is terrible. Yep. That's going to be the end of the trade. All right. Do a little bit of eBay messages while I watch. Hopefully I don't lose money. Answered you. we weren't able to look up. I just wanted to double check. And no one's really watching, I don't think. It's showing that nobody is, but sometimes you just gotta do so, you know, like one of the things for anyone who might be watching this after the stream, doing eBay is a good way to make money, but it's also a good way to get freaking robbed. Make sure I don't have any sales that needed to get shipped out. Waiting shipment, nope. All orders, all phones that have been sold. Let's make sure these recent ones, tracking is updated. Yep. Updated. Delivered already. Sweet. Delivered. Oh. Okay, there. So the only one that has not delivered yet is this one, and tracking has been updated. Got picked up yesterday. Okay, cool. Traffic. I'll take a look at traffic real quick. I mean, this is where it used to be. This is where it is now. I think eBay is blacklisting me. Drop the price on those. $380. Did I not have any more of the 14s? This is probably not making sense to any of y'all, but nope, I got the 1905s. That's it. A lot of the 1905. So 1905. Drop that down to 375. Has anything changed? Carnival just made a new high. SLS is making a new high. Ford is up, kind of straighting flat. Making a new high. I'm not feeling it. This is making a run. Might help if you could see what I'm talking about, but this is making a run. It's not shortable or not on this platform. This looks like it could be doing a solid run. The volume is really high. A lot of people are starting. It hit a news thing, so now a lot of people are coming in. So sell the news, right? But I don't have any stocks in it to sell the news. So at 10:24, they put a price target of $20. So green, except that could be a bearish signal. Hey GTA, sorry you didn't get the thing. I'm generally gonna go live every morning, Monday through Friday, just before 8:30 Texas time. So it could be at 8 o'clock, 8:10, somewhere in there, 8:20. If I don't go live, it just means that day I'm just not going to. But I've started to trade semi regularly. Man, I want to get in on this. It's looking good. Like, it could go up quite readily. But overall today, I've not had very good luck. And there's a lot of top heaviness right now. No, not really top heavy. If it was below here, it would be top heavy. But there's just a lot of selling pressure. There's not that many people that are willing to push it up. Again, that can change instantly. But as you can see, I got 1,000 shares locked in because if I can get on a quick snap, I want to. I'm going to kind of leave this up. I'm just checking over my other charts real quick. Rum is pulling ahead. Looks like I'm going to be making profit on rum. See, it's, what are you doing? It wants to go, but 5-minute chart looks good. 2 minutes on this 5-minute chart. I saw that you messaged. Sorry, can't read it right this second. I'm really concentrating on this and some of the other stocks. The price is getting rejected, but look at that volume. I didn't get it, so I deleted it back out. If I feel like clicking again, I'll click. Okay, we're in. With 1,000 shares. Alright, y'all, this can get nasty quick. It's a stop loss right there. Pull that back out. Hold up. Might dip a little bit looking at the 5-minute chart. We got one more minute before the 5. Before a new candle. It looks like it's going to close right in this area. I see more support than resistance. Could see 550. Come on, this new candle needs to start. Preferably on this upswing right here. There's the new candle. Baby, she can rip. It can do like here and go up quite well. There it goes. 580. Not much stopping it to go up to 580 or 560. Just get some good up movement here. There we go. $170, 180. We got a live one. There's a lot of people selling in like normal that they want to try to capture some of this profit here. I think it's still going to rip. What our exit once we get above 342, put that there, capture and profit there if it drops to that. Woo! Got a live one. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, volume is slowing down. That's not a bad thing. We're in somewhat early on this 5-minute candle. So as some of you guys know, I like the 5-minute candle, and I mean, generally throughout the day, this has been doing quite well. We got a little bit of news in our favor. Is this the sell point right here? Nope, that's just another dip. And then we're going to climb. I'll probably move my stop loss up. Just checking the 5-minute candle over on my other screen. Volume is starting to come back. We haven't even really gotten a good blue, so we're bobbing. We're bobbing. This definitely has some more room to break or drop. It can do either right this second. We don't want a new low coming in from the there it goes. $70. You know what? I'm not complaining. $70 is $70. I'll take a look at Tesla. I'm not really sure. Whew. I got in, I think, at a good time there. Volume is shortening up. Let's take a look at the 5-minute candle. See, we got quite high, but then it pulled back quite a bit. But I mean, we still got a really good flagpole forming. 15 minutes looking good. We'll go back here. Are we going to make more money right here? This might be another entry point right here. Depending on how this goes. We're about to start another 5-minute candle. It's still looking good. We need that to go green. If it doesn't go green, it's going to be difficult for the next 5-minute candle. It's an NTB, so we can't trade it. I mean, we can't short it. And that also means, or not on this platform. On another platform, you might be able to. So the new 5-minute candle, let's see how this one starts. Last one was a little bit of a doji. Or not really a doji, but a short candle. Kind of like looking like this one here. I'll just show you real quick. 5. So very short, upside down hammer. So that could be a slightly bearish signal. GTA, sometimes it can be really exciting, but then there's other times where you're just sitting here just waiting for the right thing to start happening. And whew, it's gonna go down. So there's a lot of people selling right now. They're trying to capture that profit. This 5-minute candle is going to be red. Potentially. It doesn't really feel too top heavy yet. Kind of still above the water. So if it can break above this right here, it could start to rip. It needs to stay above. If it gets below, especially the further it goes down, it's start going to get really, really top heavy. Take a quick look at rum. Rum, I'm up $30. Sweet. Got close to hitting my stop loss earlier. There was a double bottom. So rum is a stock that another viewer actually had pointed out, and he's made some bank on it. So I decided to take a small position on it, see what happens. Carnival, we're sitting near the top. A lot of resistance. Oh, that just changed. Are you going to make a new high? It's about to make a new high. Watch. Slightly below a water line. This is my term. I feel like when a stock is sitting below this point, let's say right in here, it has a good chance to be sunk by everyone here that bought in. They're feeling like it's going upside down, and so then they want to sell, and that could push you down here. And the further you get into these high trade volume areas, the more chances people are going to start selling, and that can cause the price to really tank. And then when it gets down in here, the people that sold out up near the top might buy back in, but then this is going to be the resistance. So a lot of people were interested right in this area. It broke above here. Now people are quite interested. We're about to make a new high. And if we do, this could create another run. EPIX is starting to go off. Come on, I want to see the new high, because I know it's going to happen. You got a double top going on. This is support. It's going to happen. EPIX is making... Alright, so this is at 908. It's going to break 908. See how people are starting to move up on this ladder? You got 82 here. It's going to break up. I think what you got right now is shorts trying to short it at the top of a double top. They don't want it to break above, because if they do, then they have to buy back in, and that's going to cause the price to jump. So if they're wrong, it's going to cost them a lot of money. So they're trying to keep it at the double top. Rum, still doing good. EPIX, you can see we're starting to break back up. I'll keep you guys aware on Carnival. 5 minute, it's looking good. As you can see, we got, could be better, could be worse. Volume is, it's a brand new 5 minute candle, so can't really talk about volume too much yet, but that candle there is a little scary. So the price was rejected up, it brought it right back down. We're below the water. This can cause all the people here who bought to want to sell. Or it could also be, if we stay like right near the center, it could be that the people are looking at it as a discounted price and would want to buy back or buy in more. But if it gets too much lower than that, we're going to see a drop going below. So that, that could be, say, a 10-cent drop from here. So getting below this here. That seems like a real possibility. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. You can see the price is getting closer to that. We're 1 minute in on this 5 minute candle. And this is hurting. We just broke that new high over on Carnival. See? 909. So got rejected a little bit, but now they're sitting at 908. So the shorts are going to start trying to come in and trying to push it back down. Guarantee you. But if it keeps climbing up just a little bit, they're going to have to, cover their short position. And that will cause a climb up probably to the 922. You can see they're starting to set up at 922. Oh, I don't want no 1,000 shares. We're going to take that 1,000 back out. I told you we were going to break above the this right here. I told you it was going to happen. Now it really depends on how strong the short sellers want to be. We'll go over to the watch screens. GGE was doing kind of interesting, but you can see we're going down. Forward, we're still climbing, thankfully. EPIX, this is the one I just made that quick money on. Could have made $200, man. But hey, we capped in 70. We made 70. That's what's important. And stock could go down, stock can go up. We could always go back in it, but we cannot get our money back if we lost it. So we got 70. That's fantastic. Where does that put me overall on my day? Give me a second. I'm checking. Good. So 3.8 or 0.38. So forward I'm up, rum I'm up, and EPIX I'm up. CCL I made $1. So Carnival I made $1 on. So we bought 100 shares. It went down. It went up and came back down. Hit a stop loss. I made $1. I'm perfectly fine with making $1. Oh, see, 0.4 now. 4.1. So slowly but surely, we're getting there. Ford is probably part of that reason, and then rum, we're breaking above. So if I can get to a half penny today, or a 0.5% profit, I've been taking small positions, small losses, small profits. But today is looking like a solid green day. And honestly, I'm absolutely stoked about that. As you guys know, I share everything. I'm very open. So you can see, this was my trading account before. It was small, okay? But then I funded it and then funded it again to get above that 25,000. The first few days, okay, here, boom, boom, boom. I took major losses, even early in October. I didn't start doing this until on the 17th. I was like, you know what? So from here to basically to the 17th, I had very, very few green days. So around here, I decided to start just taking smaller positions, small losses, small profit. Let's get a couple green days in. And that's the reason why I started doing this. As you can see, I've now had a green day, green day, green day, green day. Or actually this day was a no trade. We didn't trade at all. But we were still green because I was still in Ford. Ford was doing good. Today we traded. We're up. We're making money today. So that's a green day. That's fantastic. We got earnings call for Ford today. So So I think Ford is going to be pulling very, very well. As I explained earlier, GM was doing well on their earnings call. Ford had a good earning call last quarter. This quarter, I think they're going to do just as well. Carnival is just pulled a 13 with a pullback. So 913 pullback. Still somewhat above the water, but Carnival water, kind of funny. This one might be doing another run. So we had a pullback under the water, kind of in between. We can start pulling ahead here. We can start seeing some good, solid numbers. See, pulled ahead. There's the sell-off. People were trying to get above. The people that were under just decided to sell. That's why I went back down. So people are selling right this second. We keep getting above. It's going to run. So let's bring in another 1,000. And I'm just looking for the right entry. Oh, I might have missed it. Nope, maybe not. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at where people are kind of stacking up. If you get a solid run up to 76, made a new high, pull back, there's the volume. Another new high. I don't like the drop. I don't like that drop. Okay. I'm glad that I waited. I've made a mistake before. Bought 1,000 shares of a stock I didn't want to buy 1,000 shares on, and I lost money. So I've made a habit whenever I click 1,000, whenever I'm done, before I go anywhere else, click back on 100. I don't really mess with any shares below 100, so I just lock in with the lowest amount of shares I want to buy on anything. Carnival took a dump. This took a dump. So you can see Carnival's down. This is down. Ford is down. Rum straight. SLS was doing good throughout the day. It's taking a downturn. SP 500. The same sectors are still not doing good. Financials up. Oil and gas is a little scary due to what I was saying at the early of the stream. There's a fuel shortage that could be super devastating. Really devastating, actually. Getting close to breaking above the NASDAQ. We're still 68 points under. Just broke above on the SP 500. Still doing pretty good on the Dow. I was feeling kind of bullish, but everything did just kind of turn down, and down quite a bit. So yeah, the EPIX, I mean, look at this. I mean, straight down. So I'm glad I sold out when I did. I locked in my $70 profit. I would have been under, in the hole, losing money if it was not for the fact that I set that stop loss. Really happy about that. Always set stop losses. I'm a big firm believer of them. I'm going to put you guys on the watch screen over here. I got to go use the bathroom. So I'm going to turn off my microphone and the camera for a second. I guess I'll put you guys over here so you guys can see this. When I get back, we'll take a look at this screen here real quick. If there's any stocks you want me to take a look at, post them, down in the comment section. I see I got 2 people watching right now, so if there's any stocks you want me to look at, post them down there. I'll take a look at them. The EPIX, you can see it's down here. Look at that. We had a good strong candle here, made quick money, and then boom, nothing. PXS might be decent for a small trade. You can see it has a decent climb each day. Yes. So this screen here is TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. It's their desktop platform. And then this screen here is also Thinkorswim. When I'm on this screen here, this is TradingView right here. I use TradingView a lot. As you can see, I paper trade on it, but I trade with TD Ameritrade, and you could open up a TD Ameritrade for $50, and then paper trade on it quite easily. I can show you how to paper trade on it later, maybe on a different day. I might do some paper trading during the night or maybe on the weekend, and just kind of show you what that looks like. But seriously, I'm a big believer in TD Ameritrade. I'm not paid or sponsored or anything by them. I'm a very small account. They don't care about me, like life doesn't. But I think TD Ameritrade is a pretty awesome platform. BRQS might be interesting for a small trade. It's consistently, rising. It was below yesterday, but it's on a rising trajectory. EPIX just straight down. Carnival underwater, and I gotta go pee. So let me take the face camera off and mute real quick, so if I trip and fall, you guys don't laugh at me. So that one, and Okay. I'm back. And I got one viewer. Has anything changed? It's not looking like it. Let's just check my phone real quick. Alright, there we go. There's that. Alright, so EPIX is trading kind of flat now. So we can see it's trading across, creating a new support and resistance right here. Looks like it's going to break above that. The volume is way low. So I think I'll wait on that. Since we're on the main screen, let's run through Carnival. Same deal. It's bouncing back a little bit. Ford. Booyah. Getting back up to 400. We're at today's high. A little bit of resistance. But as we move closer to the 5 o'clock earnings call, the better. Rum, $40 up. Yeah. I like that. I do have a stop loss down here. So we're going to move that up to right there. That's going to be a pretty big drop. And at this point, we're locking in profits. So, profits are now locked in. We'll put it right there. So, profits are locked in. We're not going to lose money. We're only going to make money on it. So, that's fantastic. We'll just worry about moving profits up to capture any profit movement as we can. Rum, we might end up doing more than one trade on as time goes by. We're at the new 5-minute candle. Let's take a look at this on the new 5-minute candle. So we got a green and a green opener so far. Volume, I mean, a million. Volume is a little short. But it could be starting to get ready to break. Hopefully, I don't know. Carnival. It's doing its thing. I mean, we're still kind of below the water. Again, that's my term. But I think if we can get above that, we'll do all right. Ford. Yeah. Keep going. Resistance is getting short. I don't know why I can't see that, so we'll pop up level 2. We got a bit on support. Oh, now it shows up. So we got a bit on support. Resistance is short. So this is probably going to continue in our favor. Just going to shorten that up a little bit. So this is going to continue in an upward trajectory. See? I'm not going to put any money in it yet. Not anymore. As you can see, we're just breaking above where it opened today. There's some sales coming in now. That's not anything I'm too worried about. On the week, we're doing good. The last few weeks we're doing good. On the day, that's actually what I meant to pull up. Doing good. Doing good. It looked like it was going to be a red day. It really looked like it was going to be a red day. But we're at the top of the day. It looks like it's just going to keep pushing up. We got 1,006. It's just going to continue to push. Hey, have a good night, GTA. Thank you for coming in and watching. Alright. Honestly, everything is kind of slowing down. It might be the end of the trade day for me. I might be done. That and I got to be somewhere in the afternoon. And then I'll be trading again, you know, post-market. I'm not going to go live for that. It would be just watching Ford, which is now taking off. See? We made a new high. And going to make another new high here pretty soon. We're way above the water, so it's just going to keep floating up. I don't think we're going to see a big bubble of that. 5-minute chart is looking fantastic. Carnival is down. EPIX is down a little bit. Rum. Going down slightly. See, but it's at the bottom here. I really want it to continue the uptrend. It's possible. We're giving it plenty of room for it to do kind of its own thing. We got profits locked in. Not a whole lot of profit, but profit's profit. Ford is just, it's doing it. It's doing it. We're going to break above 13. I don't know why I kept on saying 3. But we're going to break above the $13. I can almost guarantee you. We did break it yesterday, like I said we would. And we did. We're on our way to break it again. If we get a good earnings call, we're going to break 14. Tomorrow. Could almost bet you we'll break 14 tomorrow if we get that earnings call where we want it. But I'll just be happy with a $13 today. Looks like a little bit of resistance building there, but they really don't want it to go above. There might be some people shorting it, hoping for a bad earnings call. But if they're shorting it, I think they're making a mistake. I don't think we're going to have a bad earning call. BBBY is pulling. Rum, we have a very short candle. Another candle's kind of being a little short. We're 2 minutes in on it. That's okay. As long as we don't get a big old red candle on it. Carnival is down. Let me just bring you over to the screen so you can see. Ford is over here. It's doing good. Carnival's down. Car, I'm thinking about getting into it. I mean, it's being semi-predictable. Basically up. It's just going up. As I'm trying to secretly scratch my nose. The UK financial market. What do I know about that? I don't know. I don't know. It's had 2 good days though, back to back. I might keep an eye on this one because honestly, it seems like it's trading fairly well. Let's take a look here. Of course, that stock is really hitting the tickers right this second. EQOS, it's looking decent. I might really look into this one. That's going to be real estate. Maybe. So we can see it's starting to make an upswing. Getting into the mid $2 might be possible. I'll see what it does today. I might put 100 on it. SLS, I might put 100 shares on it. There's Real. So Real is number 10 on this list. Is Real even showing up here? I don't see it. Yeah, 15. Right underneath Rum. And we're in Rum. Let's pull up Real on the big sheet. So Real is looking pretty fun, but I think I'm gonna call it a day though. I'm gonna be watching a few things. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any more trades today. Oh, BIVI is going. We did do that on the paper trade. See, BIVI. It's 27. This was bought yesterday. Down here and down there, but comms I don't think is going to do anything. Kaba, potentially. I mean, it has the capability to do something. Ford really has the potential to do something. Real, I'm kind of interested in. We'll put it here because PBX wasn't doing much. Zoom in a little bit. This one is not doing much, but I mean, it has a nice trajectory. So I mean, I don't want to X-nay it yet, but it would be for only a small position, like 100 shares. This is making a new high. I would not want to buy 100 shares of that though. Maybe, I don't know. It's up 5.57% today. That's not bad at all. SLS is up 14.6. Carnival's up 4 point something. EPIX is starting to make something happen. Potentially. It's trying to. But the volume, it's just not there. It might do something in the afternoon, but I'm not going to be here for it. And it could go down. So, I mean, I don't want to lose my $70 profit. I mean, I guess I could go in with 100 shares and just put a stop loss like here. I mean, might be able to eke out another 100, or not 100, but you know, 20 bucks, depending on how well it does. But I don't know. I don't like to take chances and then lose. And you can see it's still just kind of, it feels like it's under the water. So it really would need to get like here above this. And it's on the way down now. So this stock might just be dead. It may not do it. Ford is going straight right underneath my 13 that I said it was going to do. People are probably shorting it, trying to keep it under, hoping for it down, and then probably recover back at 12.9 or so. That definitely cover by this point, because that could cause a rapid climb again. But it's creating a good stable base right here, and I'm pretty sure it will break above. Like, I'm fairly certain it will break above. And about to be back at 28,000 with a good green day today. I do have stop losses covering me right here. There's the 13. Told you what happened. There's 13. I said it. Said it earlier in the day. I said it yesterday was going to hit 13. It hit 13. That's right. 2 times in a row. Nailed it. Alright, well, that's going to be the end for today. Nobody is watching. I had a green day. Fairly good green day. I'm over $100 up. I'm going to take a look to see what that means across my whole account. Across my whole account, 5.53. So getting close to that 28,000. Definitely think I'll be hitting 28,000. Soon. Take a guess at what's moving. She's moving. Do we do it? Nobody's watching to be able to see me nail this one out of the park again. I think it's going to happen. If it breaks, if it gets really any higher, it's going to go. There's the pullback. There it goes. We just need to get a little bit of momentum in the right direction. gonna watch it. I'm not liking it as much now. It's not moving in the direction we want. So I'm very tempted on putting a stop loss here. Yeah, it's not moving the direction we want. It can change very rapidly here. Come on. I just want to get back out from underneath it. Ah, shit. I don't know why I did that. Probably shouldn't have. I'll put it back. I don't want to lose everything I just made. That's what's happening. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. Red day. 100%. Unless Ford pulls me out. It hit a high a day. Like, $200. I just lost $200. I got greedy. Alright, y'all. Have a good one.